Assalamu alaikum students, hope you are fine. Yesterday we have covered the topics how to use a protector, and we have learned about the measurements through protector, making right angle that is 90 degree and obtuse angle that lies between 90 and 180. Today we are also going on the same topic. We are also going to draw angles, whether different types of angles, that is acute and obtuse. We will do the questions in the exercise. You will understand all these given concepts when you will do the exercise questions. So today we will cover the topic drawing acute and obtuse angles using a protector with the help of some exercise questions. Draw an angle equal in measure to a given angle using a protector. Let's read this first. Step 1. Let angle PQR be the given angle. For example, we are given an angle PQR. So we have to draw another angle just like this, that is given. So measure the PQR. We have to measure this angle first with the help of our protector in the geometry box. First of all, we will draw any, or we have given any angle with a given measurement. We are not known with that measurements. So first of all, we will measure the readings or measurement. We will take the measurements of the given angle, that is exactly 30 degree. So now we have to draw another ray, that is OB. You can give the name as per your choice, of suitable length. You can draw the length of your choice because it is a ray. So a ray has fixed one end, but the other end is free. So you are free to draw as much, to choose the length as much you can. So step number 4 is put the protector on OB. You have to place the protector on this line now. Then you have to mark it with the center O like this, and then you have to mark 30 degree like here. Then you will join this point with this dot so that you may have. Now we will mark this point with this point. We will join these 2 points and we will observe that this ray will make the exact angle that is given in the picture. So this is the steps to follow how to draw an angle equal in measurement or equal in measure to a given angle using a protector. This is how we can draw another angle using the given measurement or exactly equal to the given measurements. Now we have to cover this topic also, that draw an angle twice the measure to a given angle. Let's read the steps and side by side we will solve it here. Step 1. Draw angle ABC equals to 30 degree using a protector. Take BC as the baseline. Put the protector on BC such that B is the center of the protector. Make 30 degree on the protector and name it as D. Join B and D. So step number 5 is measure angle ABD is equals to 60 degree, which is twice ABC. In this procedure, we are told that first of all we have to take a ray. Say that any length you can take them. Take this point as I am taking that O. The book has taken that point as B. I am taking as O. Now O and A. This is a ray, so one end is fixed and the other end is continuous. Now O and A, after giving the measurements that we are given 30 degree. If we are given 30 degree, so the double of 30 degree is 30 plus 30, that is 60. We have to draw angle of 60 degree. Now first of all we have to draw an angle of 30 degree. Join this point with this point. Give the name before joining them. Give the name of this point. OA, I will call this B, or I will put the name B. Join B to A. Now first we have placed the protector on this point. Again we will place on this point, but in the previous step to make the angle 30 degree we have used this as a baseline. Now we will shift or tilt our book slightly and take OB as a baseline. Putting the point over that point and considering OB as a baseline, mark the angle of 30 again to make it equals to 60. It will be 30 here. Mark this point as C now. So now join the point C to A again. This is also 30 degree. Now both these angles, when we will add both these angles, we will observe that these two angles are equal to 60 degree. Let's observe, or let's measure it again from this point and this baseline to this line. We can observe that this is exactly 60 degrees. So this is 60 degree. This is how you can draw an angle twice the measurement which is given. Okay, I hope you have understand this concept. Let's move on to the next concept. Draw an angle equal in measure to the sum of two given angles using a protractor. Let's read the steps first, then we will draw our own measurements. Consider two angles. We have to suppose that there are two angles ABC, that is 55 degree, and CBD, that is 60 degree. These two measurements are given. Make an angle ABC first using a protractor, then taking B as a center. Look, dear students, ABC, this is the first angle. This is the first angle of 55 degree. Now we have to consider BC as the baseline and we have to draw another angle of 60 degrees. Slightly tilt the book and put the protractor on this point like this, and consider this as a baseline and make an angle of 60 degree again, because we are given two measurements. First measurement is 55 degree. First of all we have to draw the angle of 55, then we have to consider the baseline, that is making the first angle, then we have to draw another point that will make angle 60 degree. So this is how you can draw angles with the two measurements. So measure the angle ABD now. ABD, the sum of these two angles will be 60 plus 55 will be 5. 6 plus 5, 11. It will be 115 degree or 115 degree. So it will be ABD is equal to 115. So ABC, angle ABC plus angle CBD is equals to angle ABD. So both, we will write both the measurements. ABC is equals to 55 and CBD is equals to 60. So ABD will be equal to 115. So hence ABD is equal to the sum of ABC and CBD. This is how we can draw the angles if we are given two measurements, or if we are given two angles, we can draw the angles in this way, or simply you can add them and draw with the help of protractor. This is up to you how you will draw the angles. Now dear students, move to the exercise. We have to cover question number 7, 8 and 12 today. Now students, come to the exercise questions. Today we are going to cover question number 7, 8 and 14. Question number 7, 8 is on page number 175 and question number 14 is on page number 176. First of all, we will do the question number 14 on our notebook. Take out your notebook and complete your stationery or complete your geometry box. So dear students, we are going to do question number 14 first. The part A is 30 degree. So you will do the part A by yourself, because we have done this in the concept. We will do some of the parts in this video. Rest of the parts you will do them by yourself. First part I am going to solve, that is B part 65 degree. First of all, you have to take a ruler or a scale to draw a ray. I am going to take a ray. Mark them as A and B. You have to give the names. Then I have to draw the angle of 65 degree. If two lines are given, we have to measure the angles. But if we are supposed to draw the angles, first of all we will use the scale and draw the baseline, and then we will use the protractor to draw the angle. Now take the protractor, put the protractor on point A, place this point on point A like this, and mark it or 65. So 60, 1 2 3 4 5. So this is, I have marked 65. So now give the name point C, join C to A. So this is also a ray, so mark it as 65. This is how you have to solve the questions or parts of the question number 14. Now we will do the part number D, that is 125. Students, I have taken the measurements of any length. Students, I have taken the measurement of any length with the help of our scale. Now I am going to draw the angle of 125 with the help of my protractor. Place the protractor on this point. This is a ray, so I will mark this like this. Now using MN as a baseline and point N as a basic point, mark 125. 120 is here and 130 is here. The central line of 120 and 130 is 125. So mark this point with this, join this point with this point. First of all, give the name of this point as P. So I am giving that the name P. Now I am joining this. So this is the angle of 125 degree. Moving on to the next question, next part, 170 degree. First of all, we will make the measurements. First of all, we will draw the line or array with our own measurements. I have given the name to this ray, that O and P. Now this is the central point and this is the baseline. Now I am going to place my protractor on center point O. We have to draw angle of 170 degree. Starting from there, 0 to finding 170, I will find it here. So give the name to this point. I will give the name Q. Join Q with O. So these are the angles. This is the angle that we have drawn. I have drawn from this side to this side. So this is 170 degree. Now we have to draw 105 degree. So I will take the scale to draw the line. Now I have taken a line. I am going to name them as C and D. Now considering C as a center and CD as a baseline, I'll place my protractor here right on the point C, and then I will mark angle 105 degree. That will be after 90, 100. I am starting from there now. So 90, 100 and 110. So 105 lies between 100 and 110. So I will mark this point. Now I will give the name CD. I will call it E. So join E to C. So this is 105 degree. Dear students, you have to do the rest of the parts by yourself. Let me tell you one thing more. You can give the name A, B, C to every part if you want to give, but it will be better if you will give. But if you want to give your measurements different names, so you can give them also. Now let's do question number 7 and 8. Draw the following angles and label them. We have to draw the angles also here. EFG, JKL, STU, MNO. These 4 parts are given. I will do only one part for you. You have to do rest of the parts by yourself. These are your practice. So EFG, there is written something in the bracket also. We have to consider them also. Vertex F. So the book publisher or the book writer is saying that you have to consider F as a center to make an angle. So whenever we will make EFG angle EFG, we have to consider F as a central part. Let's do this. So question number 7 part A, I'm going to do question number 7 part A, EFG vertex F. So first of all, we have to give F as a central name. First of all, you have to draw a ray of any length. Now there are no measurements of the angles, so you can draw the angles as per your choice. You can use scale for random making or as a protector to measure the angles exactly or to draw the angles exactly. There is no compulsion or there is no obligation in question number 7. Either you have to draw obtuse angle, reflex angle, acute or right angle, or any measurements not given. So we are free to draw any type of angle, any measurement of angle. So you can use a scale and a protector as per your choice. I'm going to use the protector because I want the readings to be accurate. If I want to draw 40 degree, 50 degree, 30 degree, I will draw it randomly, or I will mark point on 40 degree so that I can draw the angles. First of all, you have to draw any type of angle, any measurement of angle. Then main purpose of this question is you have to draw F, or you have to name F as a vertex. You have to name the vertex as F. So this is the vertex, so name this as F. Then you can write E here or here. It's up to you, and you can choose any place to mark the E or G. So I'm going to name this point as E and this point as G. So this is the question that is required. We have to label vertex F. So this is the question's solution. Now question number 8. Draw the following angles matching the name. Now we are given the parts that will have that we have to draw the angles matching their names. In the bracket we are given the obligation that we have to draw this angle equal to this angle. So first of all, we have to revise or recall our concept of types of angles, that is acute, obtuse, reflex, right. So these 4 are given and one is left, that is straight angle. So first of all, we will recall them. So let's revise or recall the types of angles, dear students. Obtuse angle is the angle that lies between 90 and 180. That is, we have learned that the angle greater than 90 and less than 180 is called obtuse angle. The angle that lies between 0 to 90 or greater than 0 and less than 90 is called acute angle. Reflex angle is the angle that lies between 180 and 360 degree, or you can also define like this. Reflex angle is the angle which are greater than 180 and less than 360 are reflex angle. Right angle is the angle which is exactly equal to the 90 degree, and straight angle is the angle which is exactly equal to 180 degree. So this is the revision of the types of angles. Now we have to draw or solve question number 8 according to the definition and according to the concept of these types of angles. Let's do question number 8. Let's do question number 8 part F. No. Let's do question number 8 part A. That is, you have to draw angle PQR, and that must be acute angle. So first of all, we have to recall the definition of acute angle. So this is, I have written this here, it is that the angle that is greater than 0 degree and lesser than 90 degree is called acute angle. So we must be very careful while drawing this angle. First, one thing more, dear students, that whenever a digit is written in the center, we must put that name in the center, or we must place the name of vertex. Let me tell you one thing more, that dear students, if we are given an alphabet in the center of two alphabets, so it must be considered as a vertex. Now whenever we are going to draw an angle, we will given three names, three alphabets, not three names. One name will be given, or angle will be called as PQR. We have, if we are supposed to draw an angle, thus we will place the central name as a vertex. Like we have to draw an acute angle. First of all, I will draw a ray of any measurement. Say this, I will take this as a central point and I will take this as a ray. Now I will mark vertex. To make it a vertex, I will mark it Q, because Q is in the center, so Q will be the vertex. I will mark it R, and P will be here. We have to draw an acute angle. An acute angle lies between 0 and 90. It is your choice what type of measurement or which measurement you want to give in this angle. So I will give 0 to 90. I can't choose 0 and I can't choose 90. So it must be here to here. So I can draw 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80, 85, 90, 87, 5, 2. It's my choice what type of measurement or which measurement I'm going to choose. I will choose 50 degree. So this is an acute angle. Dear students, you can also draw this with the help of a scale, but you have to learn, or you have to remember these things which I am going to draw, that and on a straight line, a straight angle is like this. An acute angle lies on this point, and obtuse angle lies on this point, on this side. This is obtuse angle. This is the sides of acute angle. This is the right angle, and these sides, this side is for reflex angle. Your reflex angle will be here always. Your acute angle will be in this side always, and your obtuse angle will be on this side always. And I'm shading this. This will be your right angle, and this will be your straight angle. Dear students, you have to understand this concept to draw the given angles in no time. I hope you have understand question number 7, 8 and 14 that we have covered in this video. I hope you will practice them. Take care. Allah Hafiz.